In 1912, a farmer in Connecticut opened a dusty attic chest. Inside, he found a leather-bound book sealed with beeswax and something impossible. A medieval map of North America, seemingly drawn 200 years before Columbus ever set sail. At first, historians dismissed it as an elaborate fake, a clever forgery. But as they looked closer, the unbelievable story began to unravel. The map bore a name, Fray Martin of Zaragoza, dated 1285. Now, Martin wasn't some famous warrior or a revered saint. He was a quiet monk with a dangerous obsession. Years earlier, an Old Norse pilgrim had visited his monastery, carrying a tattered scrap of vellum simply labeled Vinland. That single word ignited a fire in Martin's mind. He began a forbidden quest, secretly digging through manuscripts that the church had locked away. He found scattered, tantalizing hints mentions from Irish monks, records from Basque fishermen, notes from Arab geographers. All of them pointed to a mysterious land far to the west. By the year 1284, after piecing together his puzzle, Martin made a radical decision. He would sail west himself. Under the cover of a thick Lisbon fog, Martin and 3 trusted sailors slipped their small vessel out of the harbor. They were chasing a phantom, a whisper of a continent. The Atlantic was merciless. Waves rose like mountains, threatening to swallow their tiny ship whole. Weeks turned into a month, and their food ran out. Desperation set in, and the crew was on the verge of mutiny, ready to turn back. But then, a sign. First one. Then a flock of gulls appeared in the sky, a sure sign of land. Hope surged through them. By that evening, their boat scraped against sand. They had struck land, a coastline unknown to any European chart. It was America, in the year 1284. What they found was a world untouched by time. They walked through ancient forests, saw rivers teeming with fish, and mapped hills that had been undisturbed for thousands of years. Martin documented everything with feverish intensity: the strange animals, the unfamiliar constellations in the night sky, the endless coastlines. Then came the shock. Carved into a weathered piece of wood, he found unmistakable Norse symbols. He wasn't the first. Others had been here long before, and then they encountered people. Native Americans emerged from the forest, their expressions a mix of caution and curiosity. The meeting was peaceful. Neither side understood the other's language, but they communicated through gestures. They traded simple gifts. The sailors offered iron nails, a marvel of technology, in exchange for precious smoked fish. But the beautiful new world held its own dangers. Winter was approaching, and the air grew colder. The crew, now terrified of being stranded, begged to return home. The voyage back was a living hell. A brutal storm shredded their sails to ribbons, leaving them at the mercy of the violent sea. One night, a sailor was swept overboard by a monstrous wave, vanishing into the black water. Battered and broken, they finally limped into a port in France, barely alive. Their relief was short-lived. Word of their impossible journey reached the church. Martin's maps, his journals, his meticulous records all were confiscated. His discovery was declared too dangerous, a truth that could destabilize the known world. Martin, the man who had redrawn the map of the world, was forced into exile and died in obscurity. His incredible story, along with his maps, vanished completely. Centuries passed. The world forgot Fray Martin until 1912, when that Connecticut farmer pried open the forgotten chest in his attic. There it was, Martin's proof. A page from his logbook clearly marked Vinland, Western Shore, 1285. To this day, historians still argue. Is it a masterful forgery or the real account of a voyage that changes history? If it's real, it changes everything we thought we knew. So who really reached America first? What other incredible secrets are buried in forgotten attics and dusty chests, just waiting to be found? The sea remembers, and some secrets refuse to stay hidden forever. Thanks for watching, and if you love stories that challenge history, don't forget to like and subscribe.